I wanted to make this video because I've been so confused about my life. I learned so much about trauma in my 20s, and I had no idea about autism, and I just clung on to whatever was around. And now I'm very confused about what is going on in my head. Hello, Internet peeps. I actually made some notes for this episode, so if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I want to talk about my experience with confusing autistic traits with the sides of sexual abuse. I guess when I was in college, I first heard about emotional abuse and realized that my family was very emotionally abusive. And then I went down a rabbit hole of researching abuse, and that kind of went down another rabbit hole of researching sexual abuse. And I had a lot of signs that I thought were signs of sexual abuse. And I actually accused my father of sexual abuse, and it really messed my family up. But I wanted to go through the traits that I experienced, but I think these are autistic traits that I confuse with sexual abuse. First one is that I don't like wiping myself. I just don't like the texture. I don't have any smells, but I just don't like the texture. I don't like it. It's gross. Another one is my skin is hypersensitive all over. This past winter, I was wearing a leather jacket, and a stranger complimented me on my jacket. I touched my leather jacket and kind of ran his hand lightly up my jacket, just feeling the leather, I guess. Well, I got a shock of sexual energy from that. Somehow my brain has turned light touches to sexual feelings. I feel like I'm going crazy trying to figure this stuff out. Also, check it out, Wormhole. I knew now, didn't have to react to it, and I had a choice to say no to myself, and I didn't have to react at all to him. But in my younger years, I just did not know what to do at all about that kind of thing. Whenever I got sexual energy from someone, I just reacted in that way. Very embarrassing. I can have O's just instantaneously. I can have O's all day long. I'm that sensitive. I can have O's from anywhere in my body. And I'm very hypersensitive that way. And my thought was, nobody is just naturally like that. That stuff has to be taught to you. And you have to learn it from somewhere. I had no idea about sensory processing disorder. I had no idea about any of that. I just went with assumptions. I didn't know any better. I don't like being touched. I have substance use in my past, and I believe that was a coping mechanism due to masking. I have self-harm. I don't really know yet where that came from. Disordered eating. When I was 13, my mother did freak out about my weight, even though I wasn't really fat. I was just kind of chunky. I did develop a kind of anorexic-like traits because of that. I've always had insomnia, so trouble sleeping. I was a bedwetter until the age of 12. And that just may have been because I had trouble with my bladder, because I had a lot of physical developmental issues when I was a kid. I have constipation. I've had constipation my whole life. Paige Layel, a very good YouTuber, Paigelayle. Very good YouTuber. Go check her out. She has mentioned that because of her autism, she has trouble going to the bathroom. So I believe my constipation is because my body doesn't tell me when to go. Severe anxiety. I've always had severe anxiety. Except for now, my weighted blanket has helped that tremendously. Depression. I've always had depression. Although now it's better than it ever has been. Extreme anger. That may have been something that I just learned from my dad, as he was a yeller. That's the end of my list. I hope that helps someone. Thank you. Bye.